This has massive implications for the Dodgers. We get into exactly what I'm talking about in this edition of Dodgers Digest. Hey, it's Mike Nelson. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Myself and Brad J will bring you everyday Dodger content, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. So as we know, the Dodgers made a move before yesterday's game against the Cincinnati Reds, and it wasn't the type of move that we wanted to hear. Dodgers down most reliable reliever as Vesia oblique strain has been placed on the IL. Just as the Dodgers bullpen was starting to get healthier, the group took another blow when left-hander Alex Vesia was placed on the 15-day injury list with the right oblique strain ahead of Tuesday night's game against the Reds. A good solid W for the Dodgers. They have now won that series against the Reds. Vesia's IL placement, which was backdated 3 days to Saturday, was a corresponding move to reinstate Blake Snell from the paternity list. Vesia has not pitched since last Thursday. Didn't pitch at all against San Diego over the weekend. And, of course, didn't pitch on Monday in that first game against the Reds. So we knew something probably was wrong with Vesia after that extended period that he missed. And Vesia didn't look his usual self the last few outings, right? It was not the best for Vesia, right? Vesia went through a rough patch where he gave up 5 runs, 4 earned, and 4 appearances from August 15th to August 6th through August 15th. The southpaw has been the Dodgers' most reliable leverage arm as the bullpen has been rocked by injuries. You can say that again. Basically, everybody in this bullpen has been on the IL. Everybody's been banged up. And basically everybody with the Dodgers bullpen has been overused because of all the starting pitching injuries. And also because of the way the Dodgers manage the bullpen. Look at last night. Kershaw, I would have liked to have seen him go a little bit further in the game. He was pulled after 5 innings. So talk more about that coming up. But the Dodgers bullpen has been extremely taxed this season, right? And this Vesia injury is going to make a difference, like this article talks about. The Dodgers, of course, got Tanner Scott and Kirby Yates back from the IL over the weekend, fortifying the back end of the pen. Michael Kopech is eligible to come back on Wednesday, but Roberts said he is more likely to return after the roster expand on September 1st, which is next Monday, Labor Day. But the question is, now with this Vesia injury, is that going to change, right? Will we see Michael Kopech suit up, tomorrow, or will we see him suit up on Friday against the D-backs, right? I think that's a pretty solid question. The Dodgers, as we know, have not designated a closer, although Scott has had, the bulk of the save opportunities. The late inning picture could be especially fluid without Vesia. Things are going to be like it says here, fluid. Without Alex Vesia, things are going to be a bit inconsistent because, he was pulling so many innings for the Dodgers, right? And as we know, it's a slim lead. It's only a game lead, unfortunately, on San Diego, who won a really crazy game last night in Seattle, up 5-0, and they found a way to hold on and win 7-6. They stayed a game back behind the Dodgers. So, it's going to be an interesting, next few weeks, to say the least, here for the Dodgers and their bullpen. This weekend, as we know, they lost the series against San Diego. They were able to get out of for Sunday's game with a big pitching performance from Yamamoto in the bullpen to tie up the division. And yesterday and Monday, getting a big win. San Diego losing that first game against Seattle and taking the lead. So, the pitching has come through for the Dodgers as of late. It's not like the pitching has been bad. And last night was exactly what the Dodgers needed, right? The Dodgers got a solid W against the Cincinnati Reds. A solid win. Clayton Kershaw was super important, to say the least. 5 innings, one of his best outings this season. Only gave up 2 hits, an earned run, and 6 strikeouts. But check out this. He had no walks in 5 innings. That's how much control Clayton Kershaw had last night against the Cincinnati Reds. And like I said with this video here, why didn't Kershaw come out for the 6th inning? I would have liked to have seen Kershaw go at least 6 last night. I know 7 would have been a bit much, but the pitch count was still down. And, why not roll them out for the 6th? Because, I think the Dodgers are going to have to start thinking about that as we move along here, in this season. Because look at yesterday. The Dodgers pulled Kershaw out in the 5th. And Enriquez, came in the 6th and didn't really look his best, right? So I think that's something that we have to keep an eye on, right? That's something we have to keep an eye on with the guys in the bullpen. Some of these guys seems like they're still inconsistent. Like I talked about on Monday with Brad on the Monday morning show, that's got to be the one concern for the Dodgers. I mean, you can't really be concerned about the Dodgers offense, right? I mean the Dodgers have the best lineup in baseball, basically, with all the future Hall of Famers suiting up every day for the Dodgers. They're going to score runs. I mean, how are they not going to score runs, right? I mean, look at this series against Cincinnati. They've scored 13 runs in 2 games, right? It's been a solid kind of win. I'm sorry, what is it? 14 runs in 2 games, right? Losing count here, so many runs. And then tack on the other runs they got on Sunday, right? Basically, this team has no problem scoring runs, over 20 runs in the last 3 games. So, sure, the offense was cold in that first 2 games against San Diego. They only had 5 hits in 2 games, right? 5 hits in 2 games. But that's a short, that's like, it seems like so long ago now, because the offense is clearly turning around now with these last 2 games, right? It's back to normal. Playing against, quite frankly, teams that have no business playing the Dodgers. Because think about it, San Diego, Cincinnati, these are scrub teams that are not going to the World Series, and they're not very good. They're just not very good. I mean, that's the truth of the matter. Cincinnati, San Diego, and coming up Arizona are just not very good. And the Dodgers are clearly favored and going to get a lot of W's probably in the next few days. I mean, the Dodgers have one of the easiest schedules to close out the 2025 season, and this is what we expect. The Dodgers winning games like this, like last night. Today, as we know, another game, the 3rd game with a 3-game set, and tonight's a big one because it's a Ohtani 50-50 bobblehead day. It's an early one, 5:40 if you're in LA. Make sure to get there early, so it's going to be hot out there. Make sure to drink a lot of water. It's going to be super hot at the game this afternoon. Little late afternoon game, right? But, the Dodgers, clearly favored a sweep. Got a day off Thursday, and then this weekend at home against Arizona. And they hit the road against Pittsburgh and Baltimore. More non-playoff teams. Think about it. The Dodgers basically, Cincinnati is probably not going to the playoffs, right? They're a non-playoff team. 3 against Arizona, non-playoff team. 3 against Pittsburgh, non-playoff team. 3 against Baltimore, non-playoff team. Get some W's here. Get a big lead against San Diego the next couple weeks. Alex Vesia, tough injury. Wish nothing but the best. Hopefully he's back before the playoffs kick off, which is going to be super exciting here on this channel. As always, make sure to subscribe, and let's go Dodgers.